Okay, so now we are in the software. And so what do we do first? I thought about that, and we really have not looked at the actual software, all the notation and all those things. I think we will as we go along. When we first started the series, that basically what we're looking at, we started out very basically, we talked a little bit about music theory. Then we started with the basic components and we kind of worked our way through those. And then we started talking about some advanced theory concepts. Basically in that series, before we got to the last one here of moving on to the staff to visualize it, that we perused the advanced theory concepts so that we would be at least familiar with some of them, and have a pretty good idea of what those concepts are structured for and what they were developed for and what some of the concepts revolving around them. So when we get into here, I thought about, well, what do we want to do? I think that I thought about doing a video first that was going to be just, about the staff paper, the software, all the things you do, notation, concepts and all this stuff. And I thought, well, I'm going to have to explain so much of what's going on to do that. It wouldn't be backwards, but I thought, let's go back to those basics and start from where we started when we started, but looking at from the staff paper so that we can start to visualize it on a different medium and, and actually see the theory at work and be able to work with the staff paper with our theory. Because a huge concept to understand is why I was trying to teach you on the piano that you can later work on any instrument that you want, your theory, is that it's a really available, tool that you can buy even a small one from a piano store or even from Walmart for $60 that, you can work out theory on. And staff paper is the same way. With staff paper, you can very quickly work out a lot of theoretical concepts or things that you got going on in your head. You can jot it down real quick, to try to voice it out or to view it, so you can see what it looks like, so that's a huge tool. So we're going to start there with that. And as we go along, we're going to address some concepts that, we talk about. You see the score, we'll have some information about the score, maybe the composer, the tempo, the instruments on the side here, maybe some brackets for different types of groups of instruments. You'll have like clefs, the treble clefs, bass clef, maybe alto clef, tenor clefs, percussion clefs. You'll have key signatures. You'll have timing, or you'll have time signatures there that will denote the different time signatures that are happening. We will kind of get into a lot of that kind of stuff as we go along. So let's just go right back to the basics. And like I said, if you're looking at it as we go along, when we get basically through most of the things we've talked about and incorporated some other things that we didn't really address on the paper so that we can visualize them now on this medium as well as on the piano, that then at that point we'll take another look at the staff paper and notations and markings and things like that for articulate, all kinds of different stuff. We'll go through it in detail about different things, and a whole lot of them we'll address as we go along. So let's just jump right into the basics, the fundamental things, building blocks that we have that are notes and tones. So if you're ready, let's start back from the beginning so that we can voice our theory on the staff paper as well as on the piano.